Jai Shri Mataji. Am I audible clearly?
Jai Shri Mataji.
Ram?
Hi, yes, Didi, audible.
Thank you. Okay. Let us start. Jai Shri Mataji.
जय श्री माता जी।
श्री माता जी।
जय श्री माता जी। दीदी जरा थोड़ा तेज बोलना।
Sirisha दीदी, can you unmute yourself once? एक बार unmute कर लीजिए दीदी। हाँ
Yeah,
ठीक
okay.
ठीक
Now?
yes
Yeah.
I'm audible. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Jai Shri Mataji. Let us keep both our hands open, fingers apart in our lap, and feel our mother's love flowing through our hands for a few seconds or a minute. Our Divine Mother is Avyaja Karuna Murti. She is present here even before we come. Shri Mataji, the Virat family is present at your divine lotus feet to do your meditation. माँ विराट परिवार आपके चरणों में उपस्थित है ध्यानस्थ होने के लिए। कृपा करके आप ही हमें गाइड कीजिए माँ, और हमें गहन निर्विचार ध्यान में उतारिए। प्लीज टेक अस इनटू डीप thoughtless meditation, Shri Mataji, because you are the doer and you are only the enjoyer. We do nothing. हे परम पावनी माँ, हे महादेवी, you are mudra radhita devata, mantra radhita devata. All Rishi Munis, yogis, mahatmas, do your meditation with these mudras and mantras. Shri Mataji, you also taught us, your children, your Ganeshas, some mudras and mantras which are very simple to reach you. Shri Mataji, we want to do your aradhana with these mudras and mantras you taught us. Please accept, Mother. The first mudra our mother taught us is left hand towards her and right hand on Mother Earth. पहली मुद्रा जो माँ ने हमें सिखाई है, बायां हाथ श्री माता जी की तरफ और दायां हाथ भूमि माता पर. Let us all sit in this mudra and let Parama Chaitanya do its work. Let Shri Mataji in Mahakali Swarupa do her work. धीरे से हम अपना दायां हाथ गोदी में रखेंगे और बायां हाथ आकाश की तरफ. Now the second mudra our Divine Mother taught us is right hand towards her and left hand towards the sky element. Let us all sit in this mudra and let the Parama Chaitanya, Shri Mataji, do her work. Now, let us all keep both our hands in our lap. अपने दोनों हाथों को अपनी गोद में रखेंगे. श्री माता जी, आपने हमें सिखाया है दोनों हाथ आपकी तरफ रखकर बैठना ही महामंत्र है. श्री माता जी, हम इस महामंत्र से आपकी आराधना करना चाहते हैं. Please accept our aradhana. Both the hands towards Shri Mataji, which is Mahamantra, as she told us. Let us sit in silence. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, with this mudra aradhana and mantra aradhana, please make us eligible, worthy of becoming one with you by crossing all the Shat chakras in our Sushumna and becoming one with you at Sahasrara. Let us all keep our attention on our Mooladhara. Shri Mataji, you are verily Shri Ganesha, Sakshat Shri Ganesha in our Mooladhara. Please, Mother, bless us with all his qualities so that we also can become pure Ganeshas. Shri Mataji, you are Sakshat Shri Kartikeya in our right Muladhara. Mother, please destroy all the negativities coming in the way of our being innocent like Shri Ganesha. We always want to be abodh like Shri Ganesha. So that we become as dear as Shri Ganesha to you. Shri Ganesha is the Mool Aadhar for us, Mother. You taught us the importance of Shri Ganesha, who is the earth element of you. The ether element is associated with sound, Vishuddhi. The air element is associated with sound and touch, Sparsha Tanmatra. The fire element is associated with sound, touch, and sight. The water element associated with sound, touch, sight, and taste. But when it comes to earth element, it is associated with sound, touch, sight, taste, and smell. All the five tanmatras of all the Panchamahabhutas. That is why earth element, that is Shri Ganesha, becomes so important, so great. That is why you said, if we meditate on Mooladhara, all our chakras will be cleansed. Let us meditate on Mooladhara for a few minutes. श्री गणेशा, आपके चरणों में हमारी प्रार्थना है कि आप हमें वो जरूरी सतसत विवेक बुद्धि दें जो हमारे आध्यात्मिक उन्नति के लिए जरूरी है। लॉर्ड गणेशा, प्लीज ब्लेस अस with the necessary subuddhi, satasat viveka buddhi, nirakshira viveka buddhi for our spiritual ascent. Lord Ganesha, please make us eligible and worthy in each of our chakra so that Mother can do piercing of our chakra and come to our heart. Unless our Mother Kundalini, Gauri Mata, comes to our heart, our spirit cannot be awakened. And you are the one who will hold her hand and lead her, guide her to our heart. Please, Lord Ganesha, हमारी माँ को हमारे हृदय में लेकर आइए ताकि हम आत्म तत्व में स्थापित हो सकें, हम शुद्ध आत्मा बन सकें. Let us raise our attention from Mooladhara to our heart. माँ को अपने हृदय सिंहासन पर बिठाएंगे. और वहां माँ के चरणों में कुछ पल बिताएंगे. Let us pray to Shri Mataji in our heart and please her. Mataji, कृपा करो, हृदय में आन बसो. श्री माता जी दया करो, मन में आन बसो. तुम बिना लागे सुना, तुम बिना जीवन सुना. खाली घट में प्रेम भरो, खाली घट में प्रेम भरो. माता जी कृपा करो, हृदय में आन बसो. मंत्र तंत्र पूजा ही जानू, मंत्र तंत्र पूजा नहीं जानू. मैं तो केवल तुमको ही मानू. सारे जग में ढूंढा तुमको, तुमको सारे जग में, ढूंढा तुमको अब तो आकर बाह धरो, अब तो आकर बाह धरो। ओ माता जी, माता जी दया करो, हृदय में आन बसो। माता जी कृपा करो, हृदय में आन बसो। तुम बिना जीवन सुना, खाली घट में प्रेम भरो, खाली घट में प्रेम भरो। माता जी कृपा करो, हृदय में आन बसो, हृदय में आन बसो, हृदय में प्रेम भरो। Let's enjoy our spirit state, which happened because of our mother's presence there. Mother is extremely joyous to unite with Shiva. Now she wants to take us from within to our Sahasrara and merge us into the cosmic silence. Shri Mataji, please take all of us to Sahasrara and make one Virat. Let us all raise our attention, which is automatically happening, to our Sahasrara. Now our mother became one with Sadashiva. And she is ready to pour all the bliss, all the joy, all the Chaitanya, all the blessings and all the boons on all of us, because we became one with her. Now in this inner silence, let us all listen to Shmataji's Amritvani and absorb the essence of it.
But first of all, your heart must be clear. I have found out in general there are two chakras overwhelmingly not working all right in most of the Western people. First is the heart. That means heart is not clear. That heart is not clean. That in the heart you still are a small person. In the heart you have not placed your mother. You have to purify your heart by looking at the photograph and putting all loving feelings about your mother, understanding her work and putting her into your heart. If the heart is not clear, then everything has no meaning, because it is a dark heart which is doing all these things. The heart has to be clean, absolutely surrendered, and must try to put me before everything else. I can tell you, because you are all Sahajogis. I cannot say this to people who are not Sahajogis. Now we always try to relate Sahajoga from our own terms, not from the terms that belong to God. God is what He is. He cannot change Himself. You have to change. So whatever we think about God, we want to put on that. For example, if someone thinks that he tries to be nice or good to me, or if he is close to me, so-called, and if he thinks he is organizing better, or he is doing this work or that work, or anything else like that, where he feels that he is important because he is doing this job or that job, then one must know that all this is mental. Actually, you are doing nothing. Whenever you try to do something, you really confuse yourself and confuse me also. We have seen yesterday's example. I was sure that they had to go next day, but nobody would listen to me, and they rushed away, and they found that the tickets were for the next day. This knowledge comes to you if you are clear-hearted. As yesterday I said, you better not come. I didn't know what was the situation there. I just said, don't come. Finished. Because I knew what was going to happen to you. So this clear-cut idea comes to you when your heart is clean. But first of all, people do not understand that you have to work it through your heart and not through your brain. When we have to work out things through our brain, we try to develop our brain, isn't it? By memorizing, by practicing something, teaching our brain how to think, how to go this way, that way. We try to train our brain. Now we have to train our heart in Sahaja Yoga. And to train our heart in Sahaja Yoga, one has to know first of all that it is enveloped either by ego or by superego. The limbic area actually represents the heart. And if there is ego, heart will always be so-called. It will not be the real heart that will be working, but it's only mental projection. And you will feel that I'm doing it from my heart. That's not true. Now then, supposing what should we do if we have ego? You might say you should try to sort of tell yourself that that's not good and this and that and all kinds of mental suggestions or auto-suggestions or the way psychiatrists and all that give you suggestions. That's again mental. So that's not the way it is going to work out. We must understand that for that what we have to do is to raise the left side and put it to the right side. There's no other way out. You have to just work it out with your hands. Your hands are working it out and not your brain. So use your hands and the methods of Sahaja Yoga. Now, everyone must have a regular sitting in the water every day. That's important. Every morning you must do your meditation. Because on mental level we feel we have been with Mother, all right. This exposure is all right. You came, you saw how Indians are and how they are light on their feet and how they are good for Sahaja Yoga. But after seeing all that, you have to know that Sahaja Yoga is to be worked out. It is not to be thought out. You just cannot think about it. Whatever you may try to do through your thought, you cannot achieve any results in Sahaja Yoga. You have to use your hands, you have to use your feet, you have to soak your feet in the water because water is the ocean. All these 5 chakras, or say 6 chakras, which are, I say 5 because the one is the Muladhara chakra, which is the 7, and the topmost is the brain. So in between 5 chakras which are there are to be handled fully with the idea that they are basically made of matter. And these 5 elements constitute the body of these chakras. Now these chakras, if they are to be corrected, we have to correct them by taking out all the problems of these chakras into the elements from which they come. For example, a person who is a very right-sided person, so he has to give a balance by the left side. Of course, raising with the hand is all right, but what about the element? Right-sided person has all the elements which give heat. You can say the light, we can say the fire. So for people who are right-sided, the light is not going to help much. Like if you put the light before the photograph and those who are ego-oriented people, if you just use the light, it's not going to work out. So what is going to work out is the Mother Earth and the water element, which is cooling. Even ice is very helpful to people who are right-sided. So all cooling effects should be used for correcting your right-sidedness so that you cool it down. Same about food. In food, those who are right-sided people should take to foods which are left-sided, that is carbohydrates. Means they should become partly vegetarians or quite a lot of vegetarians. And should eat things at the most like chicken, but not fishes, not seafoods, because they are all hot. That's how you treat your arterial side of your chakras. Now the left-sided people should use again the deepa, means the light or the fire, to correct their left side. Also in food, such people should take more to nitrogenous, means protein, and foods like that. They should take more proteins. Now, as far as Sahaja Yoga is concerned, the basic thing is Kundalini. And the Kundalini, as I have told you, is the pure desire. Again, listen to it carefully, pure desire. That means all other desires are impure. There's only one pure desire, and that is to be one with the divine, one with the Brahma, one with God. That's the only pure desire. All other desires are impure. So, train your mind gradually to achieve that desire as the main thing. If you train your mind in that fashion, then you can develop pure desire. So all other desires will negate gradually. Alright. Now this desire to be one with the divine is the purest and the highest. And to achieve that, what have you to do? To achieve that, you have to keep your mother pleased. Very simple. Adi Shankaracharya has said that you don't bother about anything, just keep your mother pleased. You have to be a simple person, not try to be cunning with me or clever with me. I know everyone very well. Try to tell yourself that I should say things, I should behave in a manner that will please my mother. Supposing you are in Sahaja Yoga and you are doing wrong things, it is not going to please me at all. So, how to please mother? That you should try to see for yourself. What kind of a thing pleases me the best? I am also a very simple person. So I want a simple-hearted person who is simple-hearted. For example, a person who tries to show off too much, try to be always the first, or try to be always the sort of a cinema star. I don't like such people. You have to be very quiet and extremely shy about showing off yourself. Do I show off that I am Adishakti? I do not. I live like you, absolutely like you. Do I try to show off? Then why should you try to show off to me? So that kind of a person is no good. Secondly, you should not be tense with me. There is no need to be tense. If I find something wrong with you, if I scold you also, it's for your good. If I say a good word, it is for your good. My Sahaja Yoga works this way. I have no malice against anyone in the whole world, no malice at all, and no anger for anyone in this world. I have nothing but compassion. But in compassion, sometimes I have to scold, and in the same compassion, I have to speak in a very compassionate manner. So, both ways, it helps you. It helps you both ways. So, thank God that you have somebody who will correct you at the right time for your good, because you are saints. And you have come on this earth to establish God's kingdom. That's what you have to do. And if you are the people who are not respected, who are not sensible, who haven't got the dignity, who behave in a cheapish way, how can people accept you? So this heart chakra is to be first looked after. That with your heart, desire that you'll keep your mother pleased. Even if I'm angry with you, don't feel bad about it. That's one of the signs that Sahaja Yoga has not yet developed. If I scold you, it is because there's something in you which has to go away and which I must scold, so it will go. So accept it just as a correcting point that is good for you. Some sort of a thorn is within you which has to be taken out by another thorn, and mother has taken it out. Once you start understanding the compassion of your mother, you will not mind. My saying anything to you, my correcting you, or my telling you that this is wrong, because I have to do that. Those people who do not have a good heart, clean heart, cannot understand this. They cannot understand this. Very difficult. So you keep your heart clean towards your mother. Whatever I do for you is just a blessing, always a blessing for you. Whatever I do for you is a blessing, remember that.
Complete silence for a minute. Shri Mataji, we all are extremely thankful to you for accepting our aradhana and giving us an opportunity to please you. Thank you very much, Shri Mataji. We will all take bandhan, or if we want to sit in this state for as long as we want, we can sit and later we can take bandhan. Jai Shri Mataji.